Greetings, Ani, Bojo, Kwe, Tansi. It's Catherine here at Moonstarlodge with Brian in Central Ontario, South Central Ontario, and Tiny. And excuse me, we are an Indigenous lodge, been around for 42 years, and we specialize in Indigenous spirituality, art, and education. And I've been a cartomancer for 50 years. So we bring that perspective into our work as well. So this week we're looking at August 21st to 27th, Brian, is that correct?
Correct.
Correct. The Grand Poobah says correct. And we are in the fourth quarter, therefore, of not the fourth quarter, the second quarter of Setting Sun Woman, the 9th moon cycle. And we're setting up ourselves for the 30th. We will already be feeling the energies of the second full moon in August, which is the original meaning of a blue moon. And I was quite taken aback by the lunar card, which you'll find out as we get there. So I'm using the Zammer Twins Oracle again. I enjoyed using that last week so much that I brought it out again, along with the Marigold Tarot, the Embroidered Graveyard. The main tarot is the Deviant Moon by Patrick Valenza, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stephanie DeMarco, Lisa Hunt's Ghosts and Spirits Tarot. We're dealing with the Galactic Heritage cards, which are always remarked upon. Pamela, you usually do. And the Raven cards. So we've got ghosts and spirits and skulls and ancestors and very thin veil kind of stuff. Just putting these boxes back. So Brian, without further ado, let's go to the cards, please. Just need a little sip of coffee here. This is a barn burner. I always lay out my cards ahead of time because, as many of you who know me know, I have severe rheumatoid arthritis, so shuffling is very slow and awkward. But shuffle we did well and long and as much as we could. You'll see there are 8 cards down here. This one here is the Mad Woman. It's not from the same deck that I'm using, the Deviant Moon. It's one of Patrick's cards he threw in for me, and I got a good laugh because he must realize I am the Mad Woman some days. So she's overseeing the reading. She's not really part of the reading, in as much as I am part of the reading. So we start off the beginning of the week, and I thought last week was a wowzer week. This week is even crazier. Crazy good. We start out with the Magician. And the Magician is the one who can manufacture with all the elements. He or she can delight and surprise, and in a negative sense use sleight of hand and trickery, but that's our significator because we are able to manifest things profoundly, like the Alchemist. And I know it's a good card because the ancestors have given us the 9 of Rings, which is the same as the 9 of Pentacles. In last week's reading, the significator was clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. So we're still on the kind of roll that we had last week with the energies of the new moon in Apogee. So the Magician is manifesting all good things in our earthly third dimensional element, our life, our home, our finances, our work, what we do to make a good life on this earth in this lifetime. And I very much like this energy to start out. The next card is the Queen of Cups. Last week we had the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. This week we've got Queen number 3. She is emotionally balanced, emotionally mature. Queens tend to look inward and take care of self as well as the beings that they are responsible for. So the Queen energy is bringing that to us, as well as we can have those attributes of the Queen of Cups. And she's clarified here by the Redemption card from the Zammer Twins Oracle. And a young maiden, beautiful young woman, looking to the heavens, emerging from the horrible, ugly beast that she was. There is redemption. Redemption is something along the lines of receiving from Source some redemption, but it's also elements of self-judgment. If we're completely blind to ourselves and have no concept of shadow, we cannot be aware of the idea of redemption. We're going to come back to this. Anyway, the Queen of Cups is followed by the Six of Wands, which is a joyful, community-based awareness of accomplishments. So the community is involved in our continuing journey. I see this as a continuation from last week. And what's interesting, the embroidered graveyard card is the card of community. So community is very much involved in our journey. Both the success of our journey is enabled by the community around us, but it's also acknowledged by the community around us, and we need not fear that something ever is going to be taken away. This shows us that. This shows us that our partner in spirit is watching very carefully. The card following the Six of Wands is strength. And that's an inner strength. That's a strength. These cards often are portrayed as if we are overcoming some beast that we've encountered in the wild, as if we are trying to squash it or conquer it. But this is about our own inner selfhood. It can be, strength to overcome fear, strength to overcome anxiety about the journey that we're on. So we have that strength, and this card tells us that. What's interesting is it's clarified by the Ghosts and Spirits card for Judgment. So this is another major arcana card. We are the only ones who can judge our strength. Others may look at us and say, ooh, ah, so-and-so is manifesting, tremendous strength in this situation to move forward, because this is obviously a moving forward. But judgment is ours and ours alone when it comes to this card. We had this card last week, which was the Three of Wands. Now here's the Six of Wands saying we've come back to our community successful from a major enterprise. And this is, again, another new journey coalescing. Choices have been made. And I'm not talking necessarily a physical journey. This can be a journey of the self, journey of the soul, journey of the mind. But decisions are being made. There's an illumination to it. And the card that's clarifying it is the Raven card, and it says, respect your fear. By respecting it, you allow it to show you its true expression, and you can find a new, more loving path to yourself. So that's part of what this journey means, is if fear comes up in any of this, we need to find a way to acknowledge it, turn and face it. That's what shadow work is. The Empress is the next card, and this says to me that all of this works out extraordinarily well. The Empress is yet another major arcana card, and she is the one that's the giver to the community, making sure everybody has what they need, but it's also about self-care. So in all of this, there's both the giving and the receiving. There's that balance. The card that clarifies it is the card of the alien worlds, the galactic family, and this is number 80, the Zeta Reticuli. In the present, we are embracing family. She would very much embrace family. She would embrace everyone as family. We've already got the cards here of the community embracing us in both of these cards. So we need to embrace ourselves, and we need to see beyond us. The next card here is another card of community. This is the Three of Cups, and it's about joyful expression within community, the expression of playfulness and glee. So it's clarified, and this is so spooky. I had to get Brian to douse this. This is card 43, and this is to expect the unexpected, and it's the blue moon card. Like, you just can't make this stuff up. This is just, this gives me shivers, that parasympathetic nervous system response to the presence of spirit in this reading. And of course, there I am, the mad woman, just overseeing, partying with this group, probably. All right, Brian, you can flip the camera. So, as we inch toward this blue moon, we have this continued expression of positivity about the kinds of journeys that we can take as individuals within the collective, and with the collective as part of it. So I hope, if you're still with me, that you know that we'll be posting the astrological videos in the next few days. We wish you well with this upcoming blue moon. The last one knocked me out with a week of headaches, and actually a little more than that. So, Miigwech, give us a thumbs up. Send me a coffee to get me through the blue moon, and we'll see you soon. Aho.